To Rue Phillips, co-founder and president of SkillFusion, a customer success platform for electric vehicle service equipment operators and maintenance suppliers. So my first question for you, Rue, is what's the issue plaguing EV charging infrastructure?
So the main issue is reliability. There's hundreds of millions of dollars being spent on electric vehicle infrastructure, but they're not reliable. I do a EV chat podcast, and I interview CEOs and OEM manufacturers, and I ask them for a score of 1 to 10 of what they think the reliability of our infrastructure is. And I've not got above 5. This is interviewing everybody within the EV community. So we've got a bad reputation out there for pulling up to an EV charging station and expecting it to work, Mike.
One more issue with EVs. Yes, that's what we need, right, Matt?
Absolutely. Well, that doesn't, when you pull up to a gas pump, you pretty much know it's going to work, but apparently that's not yet the case with EV chargers, right?
Indeed it is. Now, obviously, you can blame the equipment, but it's more than the equipment. There's obviously a shortage of labor out there, and the reason for that is that the general electrical community, the electricians, have yet to embrace and adopt what's going on out there as far as the awareness of if you build it, they will come. Well, right now they're a little hesitant on building it.
So why is that? I mean, it would seem like this would be a fertile ground for, say, the community colleges to get into, but I guess that opens the door for your company, right? For your business.
It does indeed. And even where the awareness is presently, it's towards the installation. There's a lot of contractors getting into the business of installation. But O&M service and repair is an afterthought, guys. I was in the solar industry for decades, and I formed an O&M service company because the tens of thousands of electrical contractors wanted to install the systems, but no one was interested in a $250 service call to go and flip the breaker and turn it back on again.
Boy, that's certainly not true at other kinds of home repair, but I guess solar's young enough it hasn't quite kicked in yet, huh?
Indeed, and it's the same for electric vehicles. Sadly, it's the same for the electric vehicle industry. We've got to change this reputation towards the reliability factor. Not just change the reputation, there's expectations. There are obligations within the NEVI, mentions and support.
Yeah, talk about NEVI. Tell us what it is and what it means for the industry.
So NEVI, the National Electric Vehicle Infrastructure, it's an incentive, it's a motivation from our government that says if we're going to hit the 2030 milestones from the manufacturers that are putting EV, electric vehicles on the street, then there has to be some support. So NEVI is implementation, if you like, of funds, government funds. But moreover, it's towards the installation of a nationwide network, an infrastructure of electric vehicle chargers. It can be said that there will be an electric vehicle charger every 5 miles. By 2030, range anxiety won't exist because there'll be chargers everywhere.
We hope anyway. Yes. So you recently launched SkillFusion. What is SkillFusion, and how is the company working to fix all these myriad of issues that you've outlined?
So SkillFusion is a customer service enhancement software. We use VR and AI. So we
use what VI was, but go ahead.
Exactly. Yes. Oh my goodness. So it's a customer enhancement software whereby we are training and certifying and educating a nationwide network of service providers of talent, if you like, and we're creating a ready for work workforce to enhance the uptime of the EV infrastructure. So basically what we are, in simple terms, we are creating a nationwide network of ready to work EV charger technicians and electricians.
So how long is the program? What's the format?
So we have a 9-hour class. There's different classes, obviously, to the extent of the level of skill that you have. If you want to just go and do the basic operations and maintenance, we have what's called an EDT program. We have also a program where if you are an electrician and you want to get certified to do the service and repair. Now, remember, there's a lot of electricians that know all about installation of level 2s and DC fast chargers, but service, operations, and maintenance and repair is a different thing. So we offer that also. We offer a recertification. So basically, we're validating, vetting, and training to a molecular, granular scale, if you like, to suit the industry. There are O&M service providers out there right now that are literally, they're desperate for talent. So we're a repository, a database for that talent.
So what's the cost of these programs that you're offering?
They can go as low as $350. What we're trying to do right now is make it, really appealing and reachable to the individual. Our aim, I have a passion, gents, for this. I've been doing electric vehicles for 27 years. I was involved in the ZEV mandate in California in 1990, somewhere around there. So I have a passion for this industry, and first and foremost, I want to address the problem. I want to make sure that it's reachable. So the cost is pretty low to get certified.
Okay, so I detect a little lilt in your English there. Are you from the UK originally or somewhere else?
I was from the UK. I came to the US in 1986. I kept my accent.
I have a daughter-in-law who's from Suffolk, so Bury St. Edmunds, if you know where that is.
Down there. It's beautiful down there. I get to travel throughout the US. I mean, we have an office here in Seal Beach, Southern California, and headquartered in Metro Detroit. So I get to see our beautiful land here.
And you have some fairly well-known co-funding partners. I've looked at the list. Why don't you talk a little bit about who else is helping with this?
Yes, indeed. My partner and co-founder, Elena Farnsworth, has been in the automotive industry for decades, well known. Dave Packard, he was the founder of Clipper Creek. Clipper Creek, ladies and gents, is one of the largest EVSE, electric vehicle charging equipment manufacturers. So we got some pedigree. We got Alison Malik, who again has been involved with the automotive industry. We aim to make a noise. And that's exactly what we're doing so far. We're reaching out to the manufacturers and we're saying, if you had access to a nationwide network of installers and talent and service repair, what would you have them do? What's the pain points for you in order to make the uptime? And we'll talk about the uptime in a minute. But and so we're in correspondence and we're in tight negotiations and talks with the major players in the EV industry.
So let's talk about the uptime a little bit. What are the industry achieving now, and where do you want to get it to be?
Well, what it's achieving now is sadly, like I said, the score of reliability and accessibility is at best a 6. At best a 6. I'll put it at 60%. The mandates and expectations will be 97%. So 97% of our infrastructure needs to be working. Let's put that in a comparison to the solar industry. Again, I was in the renewable space for a long time. And when we installed, serviced and maintained a solar system, it had a 99% expectation, guys, which meant that if the sun is out, it has to be operable and working 99% of the time. So what we're trying to achieve in the automotive industry with the electrification is a 97% uptime. We can only do that by a trained, certified, and competent workforce.
All right. So I bet a lot of folks want to find out more about what you're up to. Why don't you give us that information, how they can reach out to you?
Yeah, indeed. So you can reach us on our website, which is www.skillfusion.com. Also on LinkedIn. Each one of us are on LinkedIn. That's myself, Rue Phillips. We have a LinkedIn page, and we'd be happy to discuss more about our company and how we want to make a difference in this industry.